Hi there, this is just a wee midweek message. Hope you're doing okay. I'm sure we've all been watching the news over the past day or two. I wonder what you make of all the new rules and restrictions. I wonder how you feel about the current circumstances. I know for me, like back in March, yes, it was a sharper lockdown experience, but maybe then there was more of a novelty about things, the good weather was coming, and we weren't quite so aware of the timescales involved. But now, maybe we're more aware. We're in this for the long haul. Winter is coming, and it's not easy. Maybe there's worries about jobs, maybe about health or health of a loved one. So, it's not easy. So all of us are impacted, some more than others, but it affects everyone. So here's the question though. How do we live well in our current circumstances? How do we live well in the middle of a pandemic? Do we just wish it was all over and we could just get back on with our normal lives, in 6 months' time and 9 months' time and whatever? Or do we think, no, how can I make the most of today without wishing my life away? Well, for a couple of minutes, we're going to look at a few verses from the Bible that might be encouraging. It's the book of Philippians, and it was written by Paul when he was in lockdown. And by lockdown, I mean actual lockdown, as in prison with chains around him. And it's a brilliant letter. It talks about things like him learning to be content in any and every circumstance. Wow. Or looking out not just for your own interests, but also for the interests of others, like caring for others too at a time that's difficult. So I'm going to read a few verses from chapter 4 of the letter, and they're amazing verses. Have a listen to this. Rejoice in the Lord always. I'll say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Great verses, and they speak of joy. They speak of giving thanks. They speak of remembering that the Lord is near. And then did you notice that verse about not being anxious? Now, I know if someone says, don't be anxious, don't worry, it's a bit hollow. It's easier said than done. But it doesn't stop there. It says, don't be anxious, but pray. In other words, don't just have things churning around in your head, but give them up to God. And then towards the end of the letter, Paul also says this. He says, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. In other words, it's not just, I'm going to try to be a positive, better person through this. It's realising that we have someone who gives us the help, gives us the strength. So I hope that's an encouragement to all of us this week. And what we're going to do in the weeks ahead is different people from the church are going to share just a wee word of encouragement from the Bible, and hopefully that's an encouragement to us all going forward in the days ahead. So thanks for watching. If you need anything, do get in touch, and hopefully we'll catch up with you again soon. Bye for now.